Welcome to the Loop.
Then you know what to do with it. Welcome to The Loop. It's a talk show about video games. I'm the Eric. Always I am joined with the Kyle.
Hi.
And the Jeremy.
Hello.
Trevor is gone.
What did he do this time?
He got old.
Ladies? That's nothing new.
He's on a cruise full of old ladies and booze.
Old ladies and booze?
Yeah, booze. I mean,
Z.
Yes.
Not a B.
Also boobs, but that
Okay.
old lady. But I mean, that just comes with the territory.
Like you tuck them in your belt.
Yeah, that kind.
No!
No, but for reals, let's get serious. Welcome to The Loop. It's a talk show about video games on the internet. It's piping in to your face.
Do we have to?
It's piping in through your living room, maybe, if you have an app on your TV, or maybe you're Google Chroming
Yeah, Chrome it.
or whatever they
Chrome
call
Dome.
that. Is that Chroming? Is that a Chrome? Because Chrome is also their web browser, so maybe I'm confused about how
I think
the
you-
things work.
I mean,
Chromecast.
Yeah, you're
That's
Chroming.
Chromium.
You're
Isn't that
Chromecasting.
the
You're
Chromium
Chromecasting
OS?
this sort of a podcast, but really it's just a talk show about video games. It's called The Loop.
Yeah.
Get loopy.
If you don't know what that means, well,
I gotta say-
you don't know enough about video games.
I gotta say, we are a talk show
So
about video
watch.
games. I'm so glad everybody could be here, except for Trevor, because he's not here, because he's got so much going on this cruise. I think it's a
Can I
seniors
get
cruise.
an amen?
Yes, you can.
Hey. Man.
No, but I'm
Gay? Is that what?
I'm very happy.
See, what?
I'm
He
very
wants a man.
I get a man. I'm very happy to be here. There's no other place on planet Earth that I would rather be than here right now at this moment
With me.
with Jeremy and Kyle
Hello.
and the twisty knobbers guy, Kuipers.
You know what? Be gentle with those, though.
What if I want to be aggressive?
No.
Safe word.
No.
Fine.
The knobs do not like the aggressiveness.
Your safe word is minuscule.
Yeah, minuscule.
I like to make them a little bit challenging to get out.
What?
Yeah. All right. Now, life, it comes at you fast.
Yeah.
And when it
It
does,
changes quickly.
you got to dodge it. You got to duck it. You got to shield yourself.
Trip
Are you
up.
talking about Mario?
You got to, you got to fireball. You got to shoot fireballs at people,
Okay,
at turtles,
all right.
maybe.
Legend of Zelda?
I mean, you gotta swat fireballs with your sword and bounce them back at
There's
the doom coming
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
The demons
The Doom.
of hell
Okay.
are coming
The
for us.
Doomans.
Okay.
And we can only be-
Koopas.
The Doomans from hell.
Your only salvation is this show,
That's true.
The Loop.
Oh.
You can be saved from life
Yeah.
for here.
You learn
Evermore.
You can sit here
how to
and
live.
block out the rest of the world and just enjoy
True.
Yeah,
a
enjoy
lovely hour of content.
the finest of content that is coming from the Midwest. Which reminds me, I think in July you could actually vote for us in the Best of Omaha. I think you can write in podcasts.
Really?
So do that. Sign up for the Best of Omaha.
We need to
vote
vote
us
that out.
in.
Get up. When's
I think you
when's
can.
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con is July.
13th.
The 13th of July.
Yeah, the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Well, there you go, folks.
And then we got E3 coming up in a couple weeks
I gotta
too.
tell you something about that.
about Comic-Con?
Comic-Con?
Oh boy, is he going to spoil something?
No, it's not really about Comic-Con. It's
you
more
sure?
about something that happened to me this week.
Okay.
I
Didn't go to Comic-Con.
I was asked to volunteer. Is that how that works?
You were told to volunteer.
I was asked to volunteer
For what?
to be one of many who needed to go to a specific customer to
Just like a
swap out
work-related
bunch,
thing?
to swap for work a bunch of hardware over that weekend and the following week.
Okay.
And it had to be there in Mississippi, no less.
Okay.
Like nowhere, Mississippi, like literally.
Okay.
And they were asking, and I thought about it, and I said, "Oh, well, that gives me more utilization hours. That's cool."
Wait, so you had to go
And
to
then-
Mississippi to do the work?
Yeah, yeah.
When?
It would have had to be there by 2 p.m. on the 13th of July. And I was
Oh, so
like,
this is gonna be
and I
that
was like-
weekend.
Yeah, and I was like thinking to myself, and I felt really proud of myself because I actually went, wait a minute. There's something important going on in my life in the middle of July, and it's not my birthday that same week. And I looked, and it was on my calendar, and I already have Friday requested off of work, and I was like, nope, can't do it. Got plans, people.
Yeah.
And I told them no.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did it feel good?
Oh, it felt so good.
I'm glad.
Mostly because it reminded me that Comic-Con's coming up.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
If you don't know about Comic-Con, imagine what you felt when you went to summer camp and saw all your friends and hung out for a weekend.
Oh,
That's
and
what.
dressed up
'Cause
in other
you get to
people's
come see
clothes.
us,
Yeah.
Wait.
and we'll say hi.
There's a panel. I'm excited. So that's enough plugging for now. But
You know the coolest thing about Comic-Con?
Okay,
He
that's
said
not
that-
enough plugging.
It's not. Nobody judges. Everybody's cool there.
That's true. If
You
you
know,
just,
you can be you or you could be someone else. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
you can be your tentacle Hello Kitty fantasy dress up.
Yeah, and
it's
someone's
okay.
going to say, cool outfit, man.
That's cool, bro. That's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Just don't come as a stripper if you are a stripper. It's very unoriginal.
Or at least understand the jokes.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Is this from experience?
Like, why
Yeah.
couldn't you be like a rhino,
Yeah.
you know,
What?
with like
Strippers are probably
spearmint
kinda-
gum in your hands or something?
Sensitive.
Strippers don't
They're kind of sensitive about
want to be
their-
called rhinos.
Yeah, that's probably. I mean, I'd say most
I would imagine.
people in general don't
Didn't
want to be called a
wanna get
rhino.
The reference. It's cool.
By the way,
unless someone thinks that you're just really sharp.
I've mentioned
like
it
a
before.
horn.
I mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. Be sure to come
Yeah.
to my gentleman's club opening soon.
Oh yeah, when is that?
It's called the Spearmint Hippo.
And when does that open?
Nice.
It's sometime soon. Just
Sometime soon.
Stay peeled. Mark your calendar for Spaghetti Wednesdays.
The Peppermint Hippo and Spaghetti Wednesdays.
Nice.
Yeah, the
In
pepper-
place. Wait, how are you going to have Spaghetti Wednesdays
a
when you do
buffet
this
style.
show?
I don't have to be there.
Oh, okay.
hire-
You're going to make someone else do
hire
the work.
people, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
No,
I'm
it's-
not
it's-
available
it's-
on Wednesdays.
It's family friendly, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So don't
that's
worry about-
Great.
It's a family friendly,
It's like
family friendly gentlemen's club.
All right.
Is
cool.
it? Wait, hang on. Is it just like animatronics that are dressed up and take their clothes off?
Why do you have to go there?
Okay, imagine. All right, Kyle. Imagine.
I'm asking. I mean, is it like a bunch of hippos?
Imagine like Showbiz, Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah,
animatronics.
that's what I'm thinking. And
They're hippos, and when
And
they
they-
do take their clothing off, but they're covered by peppermints. There's big peppermint
Oh,
candies.
okay. Thus being family friendly.
Cover
okay.
all of the nibbly bits.
And the only song that plays is if there were a theme song to Hungry Hungry Hippo, that's the song.
No, there's
they
no.
play.
There's only actually
Oh,
there's only one
no
song
music.
that plays. We got the rights to Sweet Caroline.
Oh, that
by
makes
Neil Diamond.
complete
Bum,
sense.
bum, bum.
Yeah, so we just play that over and over again.
So good. So good. So good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so check out the Peppermint Hippo coming to Council Bluffs near you. Do we mention that this is a talk show about video? We always get off track a little. It's
I
fine.
wonder how many people have actually jumped in on this show at the beginning and like bailed because we don't talk about video games. in
No
the
one
first 10
smart,
minutes.
no one with intelligence, ever would do
Well,
that.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm
It's the hook,
curious if
Kyle.
there is someone.
It's the hook.
I mean,
because then they know us. They get our.
I mean, if they join and they hear about my family-friendly gentlemen's club, and
Yeah.
that turns them off the show, then they're at the wrong place.
Yeah, they're
and
in the
they
wrong
should
place,
have left
for sure.
probably.
Wow.
I'm not saying that that's.
He's not saying he wants people to
No,
leave, but he's just saying
but
that
if
they're
you're
not in the
if you
wrong
didn't wanna-
place.
if you didn't want to
they're
hear about my idea
in the wrong place
or about my business ventures, then I'm sorry. Okay.
What other ideas you got?
Oh, I mean, they're vast and dark, but I don't know
That's
if we
probably
want to.
true.
I don't know if we want to.
That's
Probably
true.
a goat involved somewhere.
That is true.
There's always a goat involved, Jeremy.
I
okay?
know.
Yeah, there's always a goat
But
in the banana
I have
stand.
two
Remember
favorite.
when everyone was like the craze was the like lawnmower goat service?
No, I don't know. Cool.
Wait,
You didn't,
what?
you didn't know about that?
Is that the thing where the goats come and eat your
like
grass?
yeah, like 5 or 6 years that was like a huge deal.
I don't remember that. Sorry.
Anyway,
It saved the
Sounds like a-
environment.
Sounds
I'm
like
sure.
a good idea, though. Sounds like you should start it up.
they
again.
don't create methane, whatever.
Now all the goats are employed doing yoga, goat yoga,
Oh, that
where
makes
they
sense.
stand on the people.
people's
Yeah.
backs. Yeah.
I saw that on TV once.
Yeah, I think it's in an ad, a popular ad.
Is it? Okay. Maybe that's where I saw it.
What were we talking about before goat yoga?
Video games?
No, wasn't that? It
Your
was after,
gentleman's
no, it was
club.
after the gentleman's club and before goat yoga.
Go.
Whether people leave
Lawn
because we
mowing?
don't talk about video games.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I can't be
rewind the
bothered.
tape, Kuipers.
I can't be bothered. with
Kuipers.
this.
Have you played
Reverse.
any video games this week?
Don't do that, Jeremy. How
That's
dare
not
I
you?
your
can't-
job,
dare
Jeremy.
you?
You don't have.
I wasn't ready to move on to that part. yet.
Seriously, that's still the opening.
I know. This yeah, all right.
I'm just curious if Kyle ever got his GameFly games.
No, I haven't.
Why haven't you got your game
It's
fly?
really
They're not sponsoring, so you can
chapping
say,
my butt.
You can say mean things about.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get why I didn't get in on State of Decay.
Why?
That one, my Donkey
return
Kong
wasn't close enough.
was still not close enough for it to have been okayed.
Oh, I remember what I was going to
Fine.
talk about. My two favorite animals, and if you could guess,
Oh, your two favorite animals?
yeah,
Probably goats.
Bulldog,
You like dogs of all kinds.
English Bulldog.
Penguins?
That would be surprising if he likes penguins.
Why? Penguins are amazing. What's
I
wrong
know,
with
but it just
penguins,
doesn't seem
Kyle?
like
Why
it's
would
a
you
thing
think
that
he
Eric
doesn't
would like.
Penguins.
Just doesn't seem like an Eric animal.
Anyone else want to pet a penguin, but then you're kind
What
of
is-
like, ooh, they're gonna feel like a seal. You
like
know,
like
wet
kiss
and-
from a rose seal.
I mean, then everyone wants to pet a penguin.
Yeah. Like us on the grave. No, anybody. Both of my favorite animals rhyme with Anki. Can you guess?
A donkey.
Yeah, one.
And a monkey.
Yay! That was easy. All right, no, for real. What you tried to get games from GameFly?
So yeah, I had and still I still have God of War out, and I had Donkey Kong out.
Okay.
I sent Donkey Kong back. It didn't get back in time for State of Decay's release. Whatever. I get that. I didn't get that one. It's at the top of my list.
See, mine says I still have Donkey Kong. I
Right
sent it back
underneath.
like 2 weeks ago.
Right underneath that one, I had Detroit Become Human.
Become human.
And yeah, that one hasn't shown.
man.
It immediately said low for availability, and I was like, seriously,
I
you
got
can't
the
get
song
me the
from
game.
Drive stuck in my head now.
The what?
Remember, there's that human song. About being
I
human.
do.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Song.
Yeah.
I don't know why that just popped. But it did. Anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I haven't gotten any new games. I put a Way Out on there again because I was like, well, if neither of those games are going to come for a while, maybe I can get a Way Out. Although I need a friend to play with.
Cool.
But so yeah, I haven't really been playing anything that's new. I started kicking around DSX. Is it Mankind Divided?
Deus Ex?
Yeah.
Deus.
Deus Ex. Dos Equis.
Dos Equis. That's what it
Um,
is.
It's about beer and a
You
guy.
should be good at that game.
I should be good at that game.
Yeah, I would think so.
I'm
I feel
okay
like
at
that's
it.
in your genre.
I'm okay at
you
it.
know?
No, but it's I started it this afternoon. It seems like it's got some potential to be an entertaining game.
I enjoyed it.
You played it, right?
Yeah.
Was that before
I thought I played
the
it too. I think I played it.
Xbox One and PlayStation 4 came out?
Oh wait, is this the one that? This isn't the most recent one then?
I thought it was Mankind Divided. Maybe.
Oh, then that came out like a year ago or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's,
Maybe you'd played it on a different.
no, I just played it like a year or two ago, like when it came out. I played it right when it
Yeah, I
released.
played that too.
I was gonna say maybe you played it on a different console because I tried comparing my.
Oh, I played on PC.
That would be why.
Did
Yep.
you compare with me?
No,
Yeah,
because
did
I'm
you?
playing it on PlayStation
Oh,
because that's
then
where it
you
was
wouldn't
free.
be able to do that.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes
Jeez,
sense,
didn't-
'cause
why
of
didn't you play?
Xbox
Why
for
didn't you
Life,
play?
alright, cool.
Yeah. So that's really all I've been playing. And I just noticed that we've got the little dude from that game on the table here too.
There you go.
I saw that there's a new Shaq Fu game that's supposed to be coming out.
Is that because of that movie that he's in?
Maybe.
Jeremy, what have you?
Oh, that's the
been-
movie where he's like an old basketball player, like street ball.
Yeah, there's a bunch of real
that
basketball
looks
players.
so bad,
Oh, it
though.
looks good.
I haven't seen a
It looks,
trailer
the
for
trailer
it.
How
looks
have you
so
not?
bad.
I feel like it's in front of every movie I see
it looks
now.
so bad.
Anyways, go. What have you been doing, Jeremy?
I am trying to get Endgame for State of Decay 2.
You're trying to get to the end game.
Yeah, I did a little research. I found out that I've done the mission that supposedly kicks off the Endgame sequence for the leader type that I have, which is Sheriff. But I can't get the thing to... And I've gotten all of the hearts. And I can't get the thing to keep... It's just wasting my time at this point. I'm getting really, really upset with it.
What can't you do specifically?
And the research I did was people were saying that sometimes it just takes a while for certain parts of the end game to actually kick in. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I put about 2.5 hours.
Did you finish kill off all the plague hearts?
Oh yeah, like a long time ago, like probably 5 hours ago in the game.
So you're waiting for what to kick off then?
So there's a sequence that will kick off with.
Oh, okay. Without getting too spoiler.
With humans, not with zombies, and it has to do with how you, like who you've been nice to or who you haven't been nice to throughout the different factions or whatever they're called in the game, and stuff. And anyway, so each one of the 4 different leadership types have a different end game, and the sheriff one, I'd look to see what there's a specific like mission where someone asks for your help that is like the start of the sequence for the end game, and it only happens after all the plague hearts have been gone. And I've gotten that one and finished it, but now I'm just like running around giving people ammo because they ask for it or food because they ask for it. And
You're such a nice guy, Jeremy.
It won't kick off the rest of the end game. So now I'm kind of thinking, instead of doing those missions, I'm just going to start telling everyone no, getting them mad at me, and then killing them all.
Cool.
Seeing if that works. I don't know. I feel like there's something.
I wonder if there's like there are missions that you just maybe you have to complete so many missions. Like, have you done all of like that was a sound out of my mouth. Have you done all of the? Because they're not really story missions. They're all like procedurally generated missions.
Correct. Yeah.
So like, I mean, do you just have to keep doing them? Until
I
maybe
think
just
so. Maybe you just have to do so many of them. I don't know.
Are you doing like a variety of them, or do you focus on
Just
one?
whatever's on the map.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I didn't get all the plague hearts, but I was just kind of getting to a point where I was like,
I have like thousands and thousands and thousands of whatever the XP or whatever it is
that you can't even spend.
that I can't even spend because it's just like I buy like all the rucksacks from everybody I talk to.
Watch your
Yeah.
language.
Yeah, I don't give a ruck.
Family friendly show.
Because I just like, whatever.
I
Started upgrading all my vehicles.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
I got to a point where I was like, okay, I see the loop here. I see what's going on, and I just felt a little fatigue from it. Like, and I haven't gone back to it for a while
because
I'm not even to the extent that you are. But I think that maybe I hit the wall with it where the critics maybe their big complaints were that they didn't know.
Yeah, where it gets very loopy.
Like it's the same thing over and over again. Not like this show, which is called The Loop, but it's much more entertaining.
Yeah,
And
redundant, I guess, is what you're getting at, where it's just doing the same thing.
I could imagine that from what I have seen of the game.
Yeah.
It seems like there could be a little bit of that.
Have you played anything else, Jeremy?
PUBG, of course.
New
New season starting.
What's that mean?
What do you mean? What's
Wait,
do-
new season?
They do new seasons now?
Yeah, they've always done seasons.
Well, they don't really change much in that game, so it's like
Well,
new
the
season-
seasons have more to do with the ranking and
Yeah.
the recording and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, so when you have like your...
I mean, the new map, the third map still's not out yet, but it is on the experimental server if you have access to it, which I do not.
I saw the second one is now out for Xbox.
Came out last week.
Yeah, I haven't tried it.
does it still run really bad on Xbox?
I haven't even tried. I'd be willing to give it a shot, but
Let's give her a go.
It's cool. It's a good. That's a good like. Put in a 30-minute. I play 1 or 2 games at a shot and move on to something else.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Probably because there's no really other shooters out there that that I want to play right now.
Yeah.
And I enjoy a good shooter, so I go back to the one that's there.
So okay, I was playing a lot of State of Decay. Like I said, I kind of fell off of it a little bit. Just I don't know. I had some stuff going on this weekend, so I didn't really have a chance to play much. But that was kind of the game I was playing pretty hot and heavy for a while. I still want to go back to it and see what I can do. I'm curious what the end game is. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, do you know if you have to finish all the maps to get it to kick off?
I don't believe you have to do all the maps. It's just on the map that you're on.
Oh, okay.
Because I know I finished one, I finished half of another, but the map I'm currently on is 100% clean.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah, that's worth diving into. What about real quick before I finish what I've been playing? I was curious. Did you try any of this new Sea of Thieves stuff that was out?
I have not.
What, they put something
Okay.
new out too?
Is it
I
out
would
now? I
like
think it's
to,
out now. It's like a new like sea monster that can eat you.
Another one?
Yeah. It's called what is it?
Talk
Something-
about games that start to become repetitious.
Yeah, something of the deep. Is it out?
Oh, now you're on that.
No, I
Oh,
still
okay.
enjoy the game. It's just
But isn't it funny how
you have to want to play that game
isn't
for
it
3
funny how
hours or
both
it's not worth
of the Microsoft games that have come out recently
are that way.
are that way?
Yeah.
Like I mean, they're different, very different games. But I feel like
but also
I feel
keep
like
in mind they're both lower cost games.
no, Sea of Thieves was not. Sea of Thieves was full price. That was
Yeah.
my gripe about it.
Correct.
That's why I thought it. I
But
feel
they're pushing people specifically to
Yeah.
that platform.
All
that's
right.
why like I felt okay about State of Decay being a $30 game, but like that's why I thought. I feel
That's
like Sea of
what
Thieves should have been a
irritated
$30
you.
game.
That
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
kind of what.
Okay, so it looks like The Hungering Deep is live on PC and Xbox One. Let's see. It is a shark that is bigger than your average galleon. And yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be for only a couple weeks. That
I'll
it's
be
supposed
honest,
to be
that
available.
just sounds annoying.
What a new monster.
Yeah, it's like, oh great, another thing to keep me from turning in all this loot that I spent forever.
That's why
doing.
it's fun. That's what they're trying to
Yeah.
tell you.
Oh,
You collect the loot and then you could lose it, and that's why it's fun.
have you guys seen the ad that's been playing for Sea of Thieves at the movie theater?
No.
No.
Yeah, they have this.
I'm never there early enough to see those. I get there right when the trailers start usually, but
They have the ad is basically talking. They're like in a museum, talking about a specific pirate, and they only
Sean
show
Astin?
from like below the neck,
oh.
and they're talking about how they, found gold and danced a jig and all
I've
this,
seen this ad.
and then
I've
they
seen it.
then they show that all these other ships came and like destroyed them, and then they're like, oh, and they lost it all, and then they pan out and they show the pirate's head laying on the ground,
Oh, maybe I didn't see that one.
and that was the end of the ad. Kind of like, yay, come play this game. You're probably gonna get a bunch of loot and then die. Yay!
Oh, okay.
Like that was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that is accurate.
That is that's kind of.
That's what happened to me the last few times I
What's
spent
going
3-4
on?
hours.
Somebody
I think I got
rubbing
a
their
loose.
beard on something?
I think I got a loose connection.
Um,
Fix that.
Jeremy, you get really annoyed when you've worked hard for and stretch probably way longer than you should,
Oh yeah,
holding on to loot.
I get mad at myself.
Yeah. You should
Yeah.
just go back and turn it in.
I know.
You should like
that
only
what you-
collect like half
But
of
it's
what you
almost
normally
like,
do.
It's almost like that's the rush, right?
Yeah. Okay.
The
That's
am
your.
I gonna
That's
make
the-
it?
that's the-
Am I gonna
that's
make
the
it?
stuff
no.
on the-
Oh,
That's the, well, and that's and that, I
then
mean
there's the big crash.
to an extent, State of Decay is that way. I mean, you can carry less, but you can still like fill up a van with some good stuff, and then
Yeah.
like load your characters up with stuff,
And then you get hit by one of those stupid stink fat belly
Stink
things.
don't run them over. Why would you?
I know,
want-
but sometimes you just don't catch them. You're going through a wooded area, and there's like one right there, and
and then they'll kill you off quick if you don't get
Oh
out. Jump
my
out immediately.
goodness,
Jump
yes.
out immediately. So I really like that game. I want to spend more time with it and
State
get a
of
little
Decay?
see a little more. Give it a couple more hours, maybe.
that's kind of. I feel like I'm giving it through
But-
the end of the week,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So
And I'm
And
done
then you're
with it.
sending it back.
other game
Oh,
I've
no,
been,
you bought it.
been
Yeah.
playing a little bit of, not a whole lot, is Detroit Become Human.
I want to play that so bad.
It is
Talk about it. Tell me.
interesting.
In a good way.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm not super far into it, but I think the thing is, it's like David Cage is like, well, for
Cagey.
one, he's French. Two, not that the French thing really matters, but he's just okay.
Different way of thinking than we have.
Maybe okay.
Little different.
You have like people like Kojima, right, that make these crazy games, or even and sometimes their vision is maybe bigger than their budget, or
Yeah.
bigger
Yeah.
than what they can
Or
do.
bigger than like realistic or
Possible.
whatever.
Yeah. And then you have like your like Peter Molyneux who like to talk up their game. He's the creator of Fable, but he's going to talk up his game and talk up these ideas, and then he doesn't always deliver because he's kind of a visionary, but not always able to deliver. Now, David Cage, he is I feel like he's more that way with story than anything else, because Heavy Rain was a pretty good looking game, and so was Beyond Two Souls, but Detroit is gorgeous. This game looks incredible.
So you're saying it looks as exactly like all the all the previews and everything.
Yeah, like
man.
it is. I mean, it's the graphics are just stellar.
Yeah.
But the story is very David Cagean, which if you've played his games, you kind of know. Like he kind of, it's almost like he's seen, I don't know, the best way I can describe it is maybe he's seen the movie Seven a lot. And
I
so
have.
that's what he thinks like all like dungy like areas look like that movie. Kind of like dilapidated buildings and stuff.
The guy who puked.
The meatball guy?
Oh yeah. that scene haunts me
gross.
so much.
So
In a good way. It's one of those like anyway.
But his stories are just like, I feel like he thinks he's telling these very profound stories, and then he pulls it off to a certain extent, but then he does things like, okay, he's trying to compare the androids to like the civil rights movement, okay? And it's very obvious. Mm-hmm.
I figured that was based. I mean,
To the extent that there's automated buses, right?
oh no.
They don't have a bus driver because they're
Oh,
automated.
no.
But guess where the androids have to ride
Are
in the
you
bus?
kidding me? Are
But
you
is that
kidding
just
me?
because that's where the charging spots are?
No, I don't
right?
think so. No, there's just
No?
they're just clustered standing back there.
Because they can stand and they don't take up as much room.
Sure.
That's probably
the androids ride in the back of the bus. There is an option in this game.
an option to get a fire hose?
There's an option in this game where you get to say something to inspire
Oh, no.
the other androids, and the top choice is, it's either
I have a dream.
It's
Oh,
either
no.
I
Is it
have a, it's either I have a dream or we have a dream. I don't remember exactly, but it is that.
No. So bad.
So
Oh my goodness.
So this game is just, there's some things where I'm just like, all right, David Cage, you think you're writing this very like progressive, powerful, like storytelling mechanism, but like you are missing the mark. Like this is uncomfortable.
So what you're saying is that maybe his Frenchness has something to do with the fact that
Maybe
he
he's
doesn't know how to
disconnected.
delicately
Yes.
deal with some of
He
these.
doesn't have
kind- yeah.
finesse when it comes to American history.
Or understanding that
maybe,
some
yeah.
of these are gonna just be terrible.
Yeah. So, but something about the way things can play out in this game just fascinate me, because you know when you're a kid and you had those like choose your own adventure storybooks, and I loved them. I would go through. That was the only thing that get me to read when I was a kid, because I would go through. I had a Batman one.
Try each different.
Yeah, I had this Batman
yeah.
one, and I would try to finish it every different way I could. And this is to just the nth degree. Like you can see. I've heard some people complain about it, but I kind of love the like. I think we talked about this in the demo.
Yeah,
but
it's got the like the chart
like
and
a tree
the
of-
flow
yeah.
of what different.
So
things.
you made this decision that caused this, and you made this decision that caused this, and then it like kind of just like goes and goes and goes until you see the ending and how the outcome takes place. But that's the thing where I really I really enjoy that because I was like, okay, well, if I wouldn't have done this, how would it have played out? And if you're playing at the more challenging difficult, there's only two. There's casual, and then there's another option. And I'm playing at the higher level because
Wow.
Well, I'm not
That's
gonna.
uncanny
I don't
for
normally
you.
play a casual, but
Yeah, but you don't normally play whatever the highest is.
Well, there's only two.
There's only two.
Yeah, I suppose.
And with
The
this
reason-
game, you don't do a whole lot other than like. I mean, it very
It's more
much
like,
is point
so
and
is it
click.
more like the
but
choices have bigger effects or whatever?
Well, the thing is like, yeah, like your characters, there's three main characters, and they can die. And if you play it on the higher difficulty level, there's much more likelihood that the choice you make you'll lose a character in the story, and that's just it. That's over. So you could finish the game really quick if you played it really terribly and just killed everybody off. And so I thought that was really interesting because I that would maybe encourage me to do multiple playthroughs because I could just see all my
could do one
characters
really quickly.
die dumb ways and like. So I feel like I could lose a lot of time in this game, and I kind of I don't know. This is I don't want to say something, but I started it and I was like, I should have just started streaming this game from the get go and just only been online when I played this so people could see the choices I make because there's so many. I feel like no matter how many streams you watch of this game, you're probably gonna see a different outcome, like for the most part, just because there's so many choices. But
is that part that was the demo? Is that in the game?
it's the very beginning of the game.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Logan says there were several parts of the game that pulled her out of it. What? Explain what you mean by pulled you out of it. Like made you not interested in continuing, or what? Just curious.
And to address, I think Trevi asked, is it like Deus Ex? And no, it is not. Deus Ex is more of an RPG.
Yeah.
This is more of like a point-and-click adventure in a way. You still have control of your character, but all of its interactions with the world are kind of like quick time events.
Like
Yeah.
multi-choice.
I mean, for the most
type
part,
stuff.
like if you're wandering around in an area, it's not like suddenly you're in a gunfight or something like that you can run into in the other game. And I mean, with at least what I played through in the demo, it's very, very much in some cases you want to move quickly because otherwise, if you don't move quickly, that's going to be something that there may be something that happens if you're not hitting things in a specific time. But yeah, it seems like there's to me, I'm with you, Eric. I think that the map that you can look at and not being able to see what all those different options actually lead to is the most intriguing part of this for me because once I got into it, I was like, oh, okay, I got it. I saw an ending, and it felt like, okay, that's my canon, but now I want to see what happens
if I do something
if I did something different, if I don't find this one piece of information, so I can't go through this tactic, and I have to go through another tactic, and
like how close you can still get with making a major change.
yeah.
Now, Teddy says one problem that he has with the game is that the overall it doesn't matter what you pick because there are only 2 or 3 endings. But that's true for the entire game, like the final ending. Yes, you probably could only to get to that. You might not see that many endings, but each scenario plays out. I mean, even the first scenario, there's like 6 or 7 endings to that scenario. So there's still a lot more.
So your path through the game can be dramatically different for every individual because of the multiple choice.
Yeah. So, but the ending, I know it probably wraps up, but that would be hard to have that many different endings with all those different outcomes earlier on.
I'm guessing that some of the endings are very, very much based on a couple of different things as far as whether you actually lost some of your characters.
So you're saying they get the right to vote?
Yeah. Sure. I don't know where it leads to.
I just figured that.
I just
was
know
the
there's at a
logical
point
end.
where one of the main characters, the Mr. I Have a Dream, will because it's pretty much about these androids becoming woke, and like they
more sentient.
They want it.
Right?
Like there's the female character, she's like a housekeeper android, and she's with this white trash dude who beats his daughter and is like abusive, and all of a sudden she just is triggered and like, this is bad, and tries to save the girl. And so, but not all the androids get to that point. So like you're trying to inspire them to realize they can think for themselves and make these decisions and stuff. But then like at one point it just becomes the main guy just like faith healing them. and then they become awoke to it. Like it's just like, oh, I touched it, and now
Well,
like
it's
I don't.
because he's got the sentience.
I don't
chip
understand.
that-
Yeah, it's a virus.
Wi-Fi. It's Bluetooth.
Yeah, it's a Wi-Fi,
It's a virus.
Wi-Fi Bluetooth wrist.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Real quick, TP Poker. I did double check it. John Lithgow is still alive.
But welcome to the chat.
Everyone he
He's
says.
75 years old, but he is alive. Yeah, Logan says mostly the Marcus story. Yeah, that's the one that's pretty rough. I feel like the detective guy that you play, like the first scene, like I kind of like he's got that kind of stoic, just classic detective kind of motif, and still an android, but whatever. I kind of like him, but. Teddy says, I love Heavy Rain, so 2 to 3 endings is okay with me. Yeah,
Cool.
Heavy Rain was one of my favorite games on the PS3. So, anyways, that's why I wanted to check this out. We spent a lot of time talking about it, but I don't know. I haven't got that far in it. I'll report back maybe next week if I've found some more ridiculousness. Maybe I'll stream it. If you want to see me stream it, tweet me and say so. And if you don't want to see me stream it, tweet
Too
me
bad.
and say so. Because I don't know. I haven't streamed anything in a while. I feel like Trevor's doing all the streaming.
I've done a few streams.
I should stream something.
And Trevor's done a lot of streams. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
So Nintendo.
Kyle's even been involved in a stream or two since Eric has.
That's true. That's true. So Nintendo recently announced the Pokemon game that is going to be released for
they announced
Switch.
a couple games.
Well, but they always release Pokemon games in pairs, right? Like,
Do that? Well, no, I
You
mean
gotta
like
catch them all.
For the most
Like-
part.
separate games, like not. So there's one that is Pokemon Quest, and then there is Pokemon Go with Pikachu or Pokemon Go with Eevee. The Pokemon Go, or
those are they're both similar games, aren't they?
which ones?
Both the ones you just said. They're like the same game.
The Eevee and Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same game, but
Yeah.
the Pokemon Quest is a completely different, like
Oh, okay,
blocky
gotcha.
game that's going to be on mobile and
Oh, okay.
on the Switch,
All
and they
right, I
actually
missed that.
released the game on the Switch already. And I tried a little bit of it today. It's a little. I mean,
So it's out on the phones already?
no. I don't think it's on the phones. I think it's just on the Switch.
Oh, so how'd you try it?
So,
How'd you try it?
because I've got a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, there's a demo.
It's free to start. So what it'll be is it's
So the game is already out? That's what I missed.
yeah, not the Pokemon Go with Pikachu or Eevee,
But the Android
but
game.
the other one, the Pokemon Quest.
Oh, I thought you said
That-
it was only on phones.
It's going to be phones and Switch.
Oh, but it's on the Switch now.
Yes.
Sorry, I misunderstood you.
Yep. So it's available now, and it's like, I don't know, it's some weird island. Everything kind of is like blocky, pixelated. And you basically get access to the full game, and then there's like different sections that you can buy of the game. And then I think that there's like a $30 pack that saves you some money and opens up the full game.
Okay.
And then there's like different in-game currency that you can buy. So it very much feels like it's a mobile-based and built game. That then
was it catching your attention at all, or was it pretty?
yeah, I
bland?
mean it's so essentially what it does is you go out and you go through this quest on this island, and as you go through it, like you start the level and they kind of run around on their own. And find other Pokemon to fight, and then you can like select different moves for them, but it's all them moving on their own as you battle through this. And there's like three or four different stages in each level that you do that they just kind of run around. You run up to a bunch of Pokemon and fight them, and then it says wave cleared, and then they'll start running towards another wave, and they do it like 3 or 4 times per mission. And then to catch new Pokemon, you actually cook a soup based off of like the things that you get for beating them in those quests. So like the first missions that I went through, they give you a bunch of different mushrooms and a couple different fruits or something. And so if you throw those
So you're
into
making
this
a bait.
Kind of, but it's just you basically cook
It's
it
like
in this
Monster
large
Hunter.
pot, and then you'll have a Pokemon or two that'll like suddenly appear in your camp and hang out.
Because they like the smell.
Yeah. So I mean,
how much time did you spend with it? Very much? Or?
I spent about an hour or so.
Oh, cool.
It seems fun. I don't know longevity wise if it's going to be worth buying the extended packs or whatnot. I don't know how much there actually is, because it's also got the your classic phone game where you've got like 5 different things that you can do, and then you earn your what is the word I'm looking for here? Like your energy to be able to go out and do another quest like every 20 minutes or something. So if you go and do quests real quick, you'll burn through all of them, and then it'll be like, hey, you can't go and do anything. Buy more energy or wait until your energy builds back up, and you got to wait for X amount of time before you can jump back in.
Oh, okay.
So
it's very like time-based kind of.
Yeah,
okay.
time-based, mobile. And I mean, early on, obviously, it's not going to be something that you're going to run out of time to be able to do things. But I'm guessing the further into it that you get, the more you're going to run into that stuff.
So Kuipers, what do you know anything about this game, or you just
Nope.
Okay, but you're excited to play it on your phone when it comes out.
Possibly.
Okay, cool, good. I'm glad to hear that.
It does give you some options to be able to like level up your Pokemon and they'll level up just from fighting, and then you can add different things as more is unlocked. I don't know how the evolution stuff's going to work, but you do have the option of putting in a chip on someone that will keep them from evolving. So, and you can use that on any of them. So if you want to keep a Squirtle for their entire life and not let them turn into the Blastoise, you can do that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other game that's coming out, that's going to be much more of a traditional.
What are you mumbling over there, Jeremy?
I said Blastoise.
Blastoise. Yeah.
Is that's cool. There's a.
Did you have to look that up?
It's an upgraded Squirtle. I mean, it's not really upgraded though, because they changed it to a completely different monster. So.
Okay. Anyways.
Right? Did I get that right?
They evolve.
They evolve. Oh, okay, cool.
They're
Like mutants.
but the new, yeah. No, I mean, I've enjoyed some of the Pokemon games I've played. But I'm curious. It seems like the other one, the Eevee and the Pikachu one.
Yep.
It looks more like a traditional Pokemon game.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be.
But it's not. It's not quite what I expected. Like I kind of thought it would be. It just seems like a higher res version of these Game Boy games that they've been releasing for quite a while, and I kind of thought that maybe it would be more. Kuipers, do you have anything to add to that?
Like, I watched the trailer for it before coming here, and it looks like they're basically, you catch Pokemon like in Pokemon Go, just using the Switch controllers instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, and
No?
that's like. So it looks like what you can do is you go through and they described it as an RPG game. So I think it is going to be a higher res version of what the Game Boy games were. That you can also allow somebody to drop in and play on your Switch if you want, so you can have multiple people playing. The biggest thing that looks like there's a big difference with is that it is going to be able to be used in conjunction with Pokemon Go. So with your phone, you can go out and catch something, and then you can upload that into the RPG.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, so it seems like there's that component, but I don't think that there's a whole lot of specifics that have been released yet. I think there still is a lot of speculation based on the little bit that they shared. And it's they also have a new controller that they're releasing as well that is a Pokeball that looks like it has a joystick in the button area. So you can, because they said that you can play it with just like one controller. And so they've got that. And I think that was so that they could build the Pokeball controller that you can use and catch a Pokemon and then take it with you, which I don't know how that aspect works either. I don't know if that's going to be something that can connect up with your phone as well for Pokemon Go, but I don't know. I kind of am with you that I'm like, I don't really know what to make of it because it's not exactly what I expected from an RPG. I was kind of hoping it would be something that would be very, very much in the same vein of what those original RPG games were. And it seems like it may not quite be that.
Yeah.
But then again, that's based on knowing what I know about Pokemon Go and the fact that the two of them are combined. And you're going to be able to catch Pokemon just by wandering around the streets like you used to. But now that actually may have some meaning. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Cool. Quick update. This is a headline, just breaking news. What have I tried, Jeremy?
Huh?
What's in the chat? What
To
are you talking?
change me. It's just there's a story.
What are they
going.
talking about?
You know, Teddy was saying that he does not come here for the dad humor because, you know, that's what I do, I guess. And Loganfield says that she does. And,
Okay.
and then it went back and forth about, and Teddy said, you can't blame Jeremy. He can't change what he is. And I said, that's true. I've tried. My wife's tried. My kids have tried. Eric has tried. And they've all given up. So
Yeah, definitely giving up. No, this is breaking news. If you have not seen it, if you play Fortnite at all, there was an update today to 4.3, and they've added vehicles. So,
Oh, boy.
big.
I'm in.
Big,
Let's stream. Let's do
and
it.
by vehicles, shopping cart.
Yes.
You can run and coast around on a shopping cart.
I love it.
It looks kind of awesome.
When is it available
It's
now?
right now. It just came out.
Eric, let's play sometime this week.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
do that.
let me know.
This looks really awesome, though. You can pretty much
I'm in.
run with your shopping cart like you would in a parking lot at a Walmart
Can you get
and
those
jump on
shoes
it.
that make you bounce with the shopping cart?
You can jump on the top of it and shoot while you're coasting.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that this was an idea that your son passed along.
I don't know. I'm assuming so.
I only.
Oh,
can
that's the
imagine
mushrooms
that's
that make
how
you
he-
bounce, right?
They give shield mushrooms
those
were
are
added.
They
That's
have
new.
another one that's for bouncing. Oh, those are rocks.
Oh wow, look
right?
at this blitz mode. 20 versus 20 versus 20 versus 20 is back. Cool.
That was
All
that
right.
was. I played that. That was fun.
Let's get
Yeah.
a team of 20.
No, check it out. Don't hate on Fortnite. It's a
You
good
know,
game.
PUBG's doing every weekend unique game types too, and the one last weekend was crossbows and melee weapons only.
Ooh.
And you only dropped into like a small section of the map, so like one of the towns basically was where the circle was.
Oh, okay.
And it was like teams of 10 teams of 5. And so you're basically running around with a crossbow and a melee weapon that you have to pick up. So you still have to loot. But that's all you got. So there's all these people like running through the grass, you know, trying to shoot each other with crossbows. It was terrible. It was really bad.
That's cool. All right. One more thing we want to talk about before we end tonight is the Bethesda announcement of Fallout 76. We saw a trailer finally. If there was about 100,000 plus people watching a live stream of a nuke boy or whatever they're called, bobblehead.
How many hours was it?
No, not a pit
No,
boy.
the-
Pit boy is the thing you put on your arm.
No, it was the.
It was a really long hour long. Or no, hours and hours.
Like
It was like a day,
15.
like
Yeah.
a day or so. There, like when I tuned in at one point, some guy walked out and adjusted the bobblehead and then walked off. But I guess
When
they.
turned
I
off the
looked at
lights
it
to
and
sleep.
I
no, it was
looked at it
before
at
that.
one point where someone had said nothing had changed for like 3 hours.
So, but they did show a trailer for it. I don't know if we have do we have the trailer for it, Kuipers? Of course we do. Kuipers is a pro. Why don't we watch that real quick? I don't think it really reveals too much about what this game is, but we'll discuss after we watch this. I don't think it's mainly just audio, isn't it? I'm not sure there's any
So
dialogue.
I think
No, I
there's
think there's
some.
dialogue.
Is there some?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, old timey music.
music, that was
Wait.
Imagine that.
Man, this is really a departure for Fallout.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
It's a little more modern.
Yeah.
Great song.
There's your Pit Boy.
I mean, this was a popular song in some time, but it's a cover, which kind of sucks. That's what makes me sad.
True.
But everything's so like super bright.
But when the fighting is stopped and the fallout is settled, you must rebuild.
I think that was Ron Perlman's.
So it's a new location, basically.
Yeah, it's Vault.
Okay,
In Vault
yeah.
76, our future begins.
Yeah, that was Ron Perlman. I didn't catch that the first time.
So,
I saw
so
it.
76 is one of the vaults. Couldn't you go into that vault in the last one in 4?
I don't think so.
I thought
There's-
that was one of the vaults.
There's some speculation that this is actually going to take place somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains.
I thought
because
there
of the
was
use
a
of the John Denver
76
song.
though.
Oh, so it's going to be a Skyrim crossover.
Maybe.
You
They're
can
gonna
play
come
Skyrim
out.
on the Pit Boy.
Yeah.
Now I want to try to figure out what all of the.
Find it. Find it, Jeremy. I don't think that you went to Vault 76.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was like thinking maybe it's the year 1976. But with that song, I wonder is it just more? Is it like New Vegas kind of thing? Because that came out really close after Fallout 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what this is? Is just kind of like, hey, it's a little bit smaller game.
Oh, it was mentioned in Vault 76 was mentioned in Fallout 3.
Okay.
Vault 76 was mentioned in Fallout 3.
What was the mention?
That it's possibly inside the Citadel, the headquarters of the Brotherhood of Steel. It's located in Virginia, or perhaps West Virginia.
There you go.
So
Thank you,
hey,
Login,
log
for those
in.
bits.
30 bits. Woo!
We love them bits.
It was
Thank you.
also Vault 76 was also referenced in the Mothership Zeta expansion for Fallout 3, and then in the introductory sequence of Fallout 4.
Yeah. So I've heard though that this could be like maybe a different gameplay style too.
Yeah.
Like it could be maybe more of like a survival game. Have you heard anything like that?
I've seen the speculation being that it could be like an MMO.
Yeah. Which
that's-
that would make sense because they've had some success with the Elder Scrolls Online. They could pivot, which I mean, I'm not really interested in that, but I
No,
could
I
see.
would not be, but
It would kind of
I
feel
mean,
like
I'll still
professionally
do
done
it.
Rust. Was my thought about it at first.
Yeah, I've heard some people comparing it to Rust, like, but professionally done, like how? Like Rust is pretty
mean-
good now.
True.
You mean from what a large chunk of people think of when they think of Rust as the...
Wow, Jolliver out doing login with a 31 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's
Thank you.
very. So I
Let's
mean,
do a bit off.
if
The other thing that...
here 32. Someone got 32 bits. 32 bits. Let me know if you have 32 bits.
32, I got 32.
32. Anybody 32? 30, 33. 32. I got 31. I need 32. I mean, Rust, though, I don't know. I played a lot of Rust, but I guess I could
Like
see how it could.
Early days of Rust.
Yeah.
More so.
Yeah.
But and then so that would be the MMO aspect of it, you think? Like
That was my first thought. Like if you take the fort building in Fallout 4, put it in multiplayer mode, and it's kind of like the early
That's-
days.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of
that's
what
that would be
kinda
that's
cool.
kind of what I've heard. The other thing was
That would
maybe
actually-
this is a simulator or like just build your own base type of thing.
that would actually make the building way more interesting to me
Oh, yeah, 'cause
because
I actually did not like the building. in
I
4 at all.
used it like a little bit. I was like, okay, that's cool, and then I moved on. But
Spent like a half hour or something, and I was like, this is not nearly as intuitive
well,
and
I think the interface was whatever. I'm not complaining about that, but I just feel like there was
Some
no
people loved it.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
there's just no point to me because I couldn't really show it off to other people. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like you couldn't have people come into your game and see it. And I felt like that was kind of the downer. Where
That's
this
true.
would change that quite a bit. So,
so it's like Grand Theft Auto Online only after the apocalypse.
yeah. which would make sense because it seems like people are moving away from kind of the single player narrative. So maybe
Wait.
this is just a full on.
why do you?
Hang on. Why? Yeah. Why is he telling us to shut up?
What did we say that you don't like? What do you disagree with now?
I don't know.
Tell us.
Did you mention? Teddy said, "Did you mention the upcoming Somerset DLC for Elder Scrolls?" No, we did not. I did not. I haven't really played any. I haven't played any of the Elder Scrolls Online. Has anybody touched that
Nope.
here?
I have a
Kuipers?
bit.
What is any good?
I haven't played too much of it yet.
Yeah.
So it's been fun what I've played so far. It's definitely an MMO, not Skyrim.
Yeah.
But
And we find out more about this game June. What did they say?
10th?
10th, I believe. That's
10th?
Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday night of E3.
E3. Okay. All right. Oh, because they're doing their live stream then,
They're
right?
doing
Correct.
their.
Where are we gonna do that? I think
don't-
that's one of the ones.
I don't know if
we're
we'll do
I don't know if we
Bethesda.
are.
We might. We need to discuss
not,
that.
we'll
We
talk
need to
about
figure
it.
out our.
Yeah,
our
we'll
full
get our schedule out there here soon in the next week or so. Let's see. Oh, he says, I disagree with your presenting the idea that I disagree enough for you to say now.
Now.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm confused by that.
now.
So double shut up to both of us. I guess.
Okay, all right. All right, well, you guys just need to shut
Got to
your mouth.
cash that in.
Yeah.
Double
Cash
shut up.
that in.
Do it.
All right, but anyways,
up, all
let's
three of
find
us
out. We'll
let
find out
Kuipers
more in a
carry it.
couple weeks. It sounds like I'm curious. I was a little like I played through Fallout 4. It was fine. It just felt like there's a certain jank that always came with the Fallout 3 and New Vegas.
I played a ton of them.
But it just like,
I mean-
and they feel like they didn't fix that in their engine. Like
Yeah.
even through Skyrim and like Fallout game, like it just felt like that same clunky engine. And I kind of, in modern era of gaming, like I just wanted them to fix that. Like it frustrated me. But hopefully, this doesn't appear to be on a different engine yet.
It didn't-
I'm
it
assuming
didn't
they're going to
help
roll
that-
that out with the next like Elder Scrolls game, but I don't know.
It didn't help that a large chunk of that game felt like they just were like, oh, hey, we've already got all these assets. Let's just throw them all back in. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of stuff that didn't really feel like it changed at all. The music was all entirely the same.
Yeah.
Which I mean was like that was nice for like the first little bit of playthrough, but then I'm like suddenly like, oh man, how many
Is there
hours have I
anything
already
more?
played through this game that
Yeah.
it kind of sucked the wanting to just get lost in the wasteland out of it for me with 4. I don't think I spent nearly as much time just discovering and getting lost like I did in 3.
my favorite thing that I think I saw though in the hype of at least before the trailer came out, was that people were saying this is going to be a Fallout 3 remastered, where you can play Fallout 4 on your Pip-Boy, and where you can play Skyrim on that Pip-Boy in Fallout 4.
Oh,
So it's a game within a game within a game.
Let's hope so. I mean, I'm not going to be happy till I can play Skyrim on my Apple Watch.
Inception.
That's when I'll finally feel like we've made it.
Wouldn't that just be like a text-based?
I don't know.
Turn left.
Maybe.
Approach the witch.
But I think that, I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out more in a couple weeks. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is a cool game. I do like the idea that maybe it's a survival game that you play with other people.
Yeah.
Build a base. Kill some fools.
them all.
All right. I don't
Oh,
think...
you know what though?
Huh.
They're gonna have a battle royale version.
Oh, I'm sure.
Which actually might be okay.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I feel like it would be okay in any game for you, probably. You'd at least give it a shot.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what you need to play? There's a PlayStation down here. Why don't you give H1Z1 a try? It's free. It's like kind of like your Fortnite thing. You download it for free. It's a battle royale. It's actually pretty fun.
Okay.
I've been
It
playing
is,
it.
huh?
I've been
Is that-
playing it.
how-
It's
That's been out for a while.
I kind of
hasn't
forgot
it?
to talk about it. H1Z1 has been out on PC forever. It was a Sony made game.
Okay.
But it was kind of one of the first ones where the battle royale thing even was introduced. And now it's free to play, and it's a much more polished version of it. It still kind of has that almost like a PUBG kind of jank to it, like PUBG feels. But it's got vehicles, all in more of like the upgrade. It's much more. It feels a lot more like PUBG, except you don't actually get on the plane. It just like drops you. You're just all of a sudden on a parachute and you land. It's pretty cool.
That's how Radical
It's free.
Heights did it.
It's free.
They're dead now.
Yeah, but this has been around for a lot longer. This was predates PUBG, so it was the first battle royale.
I didn't realize that was out on PlayStation.
Not really the first
3.
battle royale. There was actually an Arma mod, and then And then it was what was that other game? The other's on Daisy. Is it Daisy? Is that what it was?
Yeah, Daisy.
Yeah, that one was kind of, I don't know which one actually predated which, but.
Okay, so how would you do a battle royale in the Fallout series?
You would just make everybody kill each other. That game just does not seem like, the gameplay in that game does not seem fun enough to play battle royale.
No, I think you would definitely, the jank would show.
It's just too, like the shooting slow and like,
Okay,
I'm not
I got
interested
it.
in that.
I got it. So either A, you all are on one of those big ships that the Brotherhood has, that's up above, and then you drop out, or everybody's in
a bunker.
Their bunkers, and you all get shot out in emergency type of escape pods, and then you fall down to the ground, and you pick where you're wanting to go.
Cool.
And then everyone gets.
I mean, there's already
fight.
the loot. There's already the loot factor in those games. So
Yeah.
there's that.
And you want to try and find those mini nuke, like that. That would be fun to play in that potentially.
Yeah, I
never ended up using those mini nukes.
I feel like it would be more like, what is that game called? The Hunt Showdown. Is that what it is, Kuipers? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking
Showdown,
about.
the Hunt, or something like that.
That sounds right.
But it's a PC game. I'm surprised Jeremy hasn't played it, but it's also like,
It's very much more Hunger Games type. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's got this battle royale mode, but there's also NPC enemies on it, and yeah, Hunt Showdown is what it's called. But I could see this being more like that game. Teddy says came out like 2 weeks ago. H1Z1. Yes, on the PlayStation 4 it did, but it's been out for a long time.
Yeah, it's been out
on PC. So.
For PC.
Let's see. All right, I think we're done. Do we have any emails, voicemails, any of that, Joseph? I don't think we do.
I don't know that we
I
do.
didn't get any emails. But
No bumper.
I don't think we need the bumper. I'm sorry.
I hardly knew her.
That reminds me. I can't forget. I can't forget to just graciously thank our lovely and kind Patreon peeps. These are all the lovely people who help us out. They throw a couple bucks our way, and they make our day. These are our Patreon peeps. As
Thank
you can
you.
see, these are our co-producers at the $10 level or higher. UC J. Oliver and God of Atheists hanging out there on that Patreon coral, showing off their lovely names because every month they support this show. And that makes us special. That makes us feel special.
Yes.
That makes us stay on the air. It's like we're PBS and you're old people. Thank you. But anyways,
should we do a phone-a-thon of some kind?
just to it's by viewers like you, and then we could raise more Patreon people.
Do you think more people would donate to us for that, or less than they did extra?
I think we'd get more. I think
more.
I think we would say, here's the thing, and we are going to stream forever until we reach a certain number, and like.
Someone would just be like, "Guys, stop!"
I wonder if we could
not
gain.
when they can just stop watching.
I just wonder if we'd gain media attention for this crazy stream that never ends, and they're trying to raise this money.
This
that
is the
won't.
stream.
We're just trying to raise $1,000. We've been streaming for 7 days.
We want $1,000 in Patreon subscribers, and we're not going to stop streaming.
None of us have had a shower in a week and a half.
Oh, it's going to be rank.
It's real ripe in here. All of our wives have left us.
Our
Please
families
donate.
have abandoned us.
Our jobs have been lost. Our pets' heads are coming off.
Yeah. Our pet's head got fallen off. All right. Yeah. Anyways, we'll have to talk about that. The special phone-a-thon will be coming. We'll have live calls. It'll be great.
Oliver says, "I want my tote bag."
Yeah.
Mutiny Teddy says, "Go to donate a car, or you got to donate a car for a tote bag."
Yeah,
right.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get one of the Muppets to come out here and talk to people.
Guys, could you imagine a Men in a Tub mobile that's driving around at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, 30 more bits from Log and
it's a
Fail.
bit off.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now you're at 60.
You're the leader.
You're the leader
winning.
for the week.
All right, everybody. It's been a pleasant ride.
Oh.
A joyous
Oh,
time.
no.
Oh, Jolver.
Can I get a 33?
Can I-
33.
do I hear
Logan already said that's all she has. You know,
No.
You know, the Bible speaks about the
Wow.
woman who gives all that she has.
Can I get an
Jolliver.
amen?
All that she has, Jolliver. Give it up, Jolly. Give it up.
Your child doesn't need a college fund. All right, everybody. It's been
Darkest
swell. We love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time here at twitch.tv/MinuteHub or wherever you might be finding us right now. YouTube, iTunes, the moon.
Yeah, we're streaming there.
So anyways, guys, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, 21 questions. Who am I?
How many questions have we asked
I don't know. It
already?
doesn't matter. Just keep going.
Okay.
It's a white male. We got that far.
It's a white male, yes.
And he's famous.
He's well. Everybody in this room has probably heard his name.
Was he born before 1950? You didn't answer.
I don't know for sure. I don't know.
Can you fact check it for yourself?
No, I'm not going to right now because I'll give it away. But
But he might not.
he potentially could be. Yeah, like he's older. So yeah.
Is it Elon Musk?
Kiefer
No.
Sutherland.
No. Was he? He wasn't.